All right, I have here the Hepco Becker center stand kit for the Scrambler 1200 XE model. This is long awaited for me. I've been shopping for this for about a year. One of the major pieces of equipment that is not on the Scrambler XE is a center stand. You know, this is going to be an important piece of kit. It's interesting also that Triumph decided to put a center stand on the XC model. XE, which has, you know, a lot more adventure capability, doesn't come with a center stand option. So the one that they sell on the Triumph website in their parts catalog only fits the XC, which has lower ground clearance, and does not fit the XE. So if you're looking for it, this is the only one that I've really been able to find on the internet. This is the kit. This is what it comes with. It's very well put together. The welds are pretty incredible. It's this powder coated nice material. Mine came with a little ding here, which I'm gonna have to clean up and put some rust proof paint on that to make sure it doesn't get rusty. Got the plate here, which will attach to the frame of the motorcycle. And then I wanna say this weighs anywhere between 3 and 5 pounds. It's pretty hefty, pretty heavy piece of metal. This bracket here, which will actually hold the spring plate will attach right here. And then the stand itself, which is anywhere between 8 and 10 pounds. If you're looking to shed weight on your Scrambler, this is not the way to do it. This is probably about 15 pounds worth of equipment, including all the bolts and the springs and stuff. So again, maybe you go with a lighter can on the exhaust, or you decat to lose about 10 to 15 pounds somewhere else, and then add the center stand to sort of balance that out. When we get out into the garage, hopefully it will come together pretty quickly. Based on the instructions, and I haven't looked at the bottom of the bike yet, the frame of the XE is the same frame as the XC. It's ready to accept a center stand holder already. All you got to do is just screw in the hole's already threaded. You just have to screw it in. I'm going to double check that, of course, when I get the bike out, but based on the instructions, that's what it looks like. There are 2 areas for rubber bushings. One is here and one is down here on the lower leg. You want the flat top to actually show on the top here. This is the part that's going to be connecting to the plate, and it's going to keep you from clanging. There we go. That's one. These are a little bit harder to get in than I expected, but all right, next step is it asks you to take these bushings and grease them up. I don't know if AJ already did this. There's already grease in the hole on the center stand itself. So those go on the inside of the center stand, not the bracket. Frankly, I can't really tell the difference between the 35s and it's 35 1/4 and 35. Okay, so you can tell the difference by actually trying to put these nuts on the bolts themselves. The M10 by 35, it goes on nice and easy. These nuts are pre-Loctited, so that's a nice touch from Hepco Becker. I'm going to just have everything kind of loose for now. I'm not going to tighten everything down just yet. I want to make sure I have this fitment right before I take the next step. It seems odd that it would fit this way and not have something here. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but there's this gap versus this. But all right, I think I put this on backwards. So I think it fastens this way to the motorcycle, and I have the center stand on backwards. All right, this is why you don't want to tighten bolts, people. Yeah. All right, so this is what it was trying to tell me to do earlier. Turn it this way. This rubber stopper is going to keep you from clanging up against the plate every single time. This is what it was trying to get me to do earlier. So, good news. Get yourself a rag and some cleaning solution. Get up under here and clean up these 2 bolted entry points. The frame is already cut to take a center stand. That's pretty good and tight. Yeah, I think this is gonna go on the motorcycle like this, bink, and then it'll swing down like that. It's hard to, I guess, if you got like a thread cleaning kit, that's probably your best move right here. A mistake I can see people making with this install is getting these bolts, which thread into the frame here, confused with the bolts that actually hold the center stand to the bracket itself. With the grit and the grime that's in these threaded holes, I'm having a problem actually getting these bolts to thread. Can't tell if it's just because the grime or if I'm cross-threading. I got this little handy tool. This is like a hydro flask straw cleaner. Fit in this hole and help me clear out some of this dust and grime. Really, really annoying. I've seen a couple of tricks here where guys will actually leverage the spring down to here with a screwdriver against the frame of the center stand. I'm gonna try that real quick. Make this happen. Come on, world. Help me get this situated. Oh man, that is gonna be gnarly. And I ordered a Motion Pro spring puller, heavy duty spring puller. Should be here tomorrow. But in the meantime, I thought it would be fun to try this. Yeah, that didn't work at all. I have the Motion Pro heavy duty spring puller. There. I'm sorry I didn't get it on film. I was getting pissed with the camera being in the way. This, it's not for center stands. Sure, for like dirt bike exhaust springs, it'll be a great tool and I'll keep it for that reason, but not for center stands. This spring was just unbelievable. So set it into the spring, put it in here, pull as far as you can. Then get a skinnier but nice and long screwdriver like this one, set it against the actual setting where the spring is supposed to go, and then you sort of like have an X there with your screwdrivers, and then you leverage the rest of the way with the smaller, skinnier screwdriver. Once it gets far enough, it'll just slide down the rest of the screwdriver and hit this point. Again, nice product. I'll try to put it up on the center stand here in just a second. All right. You want to feel where both feet are actually on the ground. All right, where you can feel that center line. The bike will actually stay put, and then you're going to sort of pull down and up while forcing really hard through this leg into the peg. And just 3, 2, 1, go. For those of you who are, wanting some back tire maintenance for the Scrambler XE, this thing is great. I'm very happy with it. You want to rock the bike backwards first, and then just haul it forwards. This thing just comes right up, and give it a little bit of a tug towards you so that it falls here on the kickstand. Back and forward. Make sure the bike is in gear. I was in neutral. Put the bike in gear. One's worked. 3, 2, 1. Oh. There we go. All right. I'll show you what the finished product looks like here. So the great thing about this particular stand, and one probably reason that Hepco and Becker sells a lot of these, is it's no headache on attaching it to the motorcycle, because these screws here go straight into the frame. The frame is already cut for the center stand. All right, this is it. Hepco and Becker center stand for the Scrambler 1200 XE.